when I saw it, I was just like, is that what just happened? Like, honestly, when people stop me in the streets to ask me this, well, why you don't like her? And I'm like, let me make this clear. This wig line is Karen's wig line. You know, the girls are on the show being messy, saying it's not hers, it's mine. This wig line is for her. That shade was so smooth. I gotta note that. I gotta write that down.
Well, he's a cutie pie. I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac. Oh.
What's up, Sky Squad? We are back in the building, and today we are here with Stephen Thomas. Okay, so we got to talk about what's going on right now. Stephen is otherwise known as the Hair Doc, okay?
Yes.
You guys may know Stephen from Real Housewives of Potomac as Karen's creative director, and he was also featured on Wendy Williams earlier this week as well, okay?
Oh, keep it coming, keep it coming.
Stylist extraordinaire. This is actually our second interview, so I'm excited to speak with you today, Stephen. We got to talk about it. Opening your new salon. Tell me about that process.
Oh, so Karen applied the pressure, and she was just like, you know, the best way that we can, you know, show you and display you in your salon is if we do my my wig launch in your salon. So I was like, oh. At that time, I'm looking to the back of me. I'm on the phone with her outside of the building, and I look in the back of me, and it's a pile of trash. So it's like me trying to construct it all, and I did it in 1 month. I did the whole salon. I tore it down and built it back up in 1 month. On my social media, I showed them, I brought them along the process of, you know, breaking the salon down, knocking down my first wall. I even showed them the blueprint of how I wanted it to be laid out. And she was like, look, you got to push it to the limit. We have to do this for you. And I was like, oh, the stress child, then doing that, and then, you know, still working with the show. It was just, the process was real. I almost broke down like 3 times, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I was like, I can't do it no more. I quit.
Talking about this for a while, though. I mean, I remember last time we talked, you basically were kind of giving the rundown about it. And I believe I think we had our conversation probably well before that happened. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's amazing to me that you were able to pull all that together within that month period of time that we had talked and the time it was time to film. Now that I look back on it.
Yeah. It was important because, like, no one gets that opportunity. Like, no one. Like, your first salon featured on national television. So I was pushing it to the limit. Like, the contractors, I was like, look, every single day for 30 days, do you know what's on the line? Every single day. I did not want to miss out on that opportunity because it's not, when does that ever happen for anybody that's opened up their first, you know, business rather than even if it's a salon? Like, I didn't want to, you know, come up off of that opportunity. So I was like, listen, we're going to make it work.
You talk to us about partnering with Karen on the wig line. How did that come about? Well, I guess being the creative director behind that.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, I've been with her for a while. So when I started doing her hair first, a season was already playing before I, you know, actually started to, you know, my stuff was featured on TV. So the wig shift thing, it was like a big thing. People was coming after me like, I knew you were self-proclaimed. You got this lady on TV and her hair falling off and stuff. So I had to go through that. So even in that, going through that, you know, Karen had my back. She was like, if you need me to go on social media and be like, look, child, he didn't do this. I was like, no, it's just the reveal of your new hair is just going to be better. So I'll deal with the backlash. I'll deal with the stuff that they're talking about. It's fine. But when they see this new hair, baby, it's going to be lit. So let them talk. So it generated from that moment. I was like, you know, Kandi Burruss from Housewives of Atlanta, she makes businesses all the time with, you know, people talking crap about her. So I was like, let's just do that. You know, let's tackle that. Let's zoom in on that. If, you know, your wigs is going to be the new thing that they talk about, let's make some money while they're talking about it. And she was like, you know, that's good. So a company that manufactures some of my wigs, I reached out to them. I was like, hey, what do you think about featuring, you know, her on, you know, with your company? And they was like, yes, we'll give her everything she needs, creative, we'll give her rights, we'll give her it all. So just, you know, let's you know, do a couple meetings and make sure everything is legally correct. And let me make this clear. This wig line is Karen's wig line. You know, the girls are on the show being messy, saying it's not hers, it's mine. This wig line is for her only. My wig line is coming after hers. That's the exclusive. Mine's is coming after hers next year. We're in the works about when it's going to actually premiere, because, you know, the pandemic is going on. So the timelines has like knocked us around. So this is Karen's wig line. This is not my wig line. I am the creative director. I created the wigs, the photo shoot. I got the photographers, the videographers. Like we all work together. So it's not just mine because I do wigs. You know, the girls get messy, child.
To think that wig shift led to this, and now you guys are having a wig shift party for the launch of her wig collection. I think that's pretty dope. And it was good that you kind of talked with her through that whole process of turning this into a positive. You know, you said that the ladies had a lot to say about, you know, her being the owner of this wig line, or was she the face of it? So I'm glad you answered that question, because I was about to ask you what you thought of that. But, you know, the ladies also had a lot to say about, you know, where the location was and all that good stuff. What was going through your mind? Well, I want to go back first before we even get to that, because there was the whole situation with Gizelle not coming. What is the beef with you and Gizelle?
So that's something that I also need to clear up. I don't have a problem with Gizelle. Gizelle is so polite. Gizelle is on time when it's time to film. Gizelle is a great person. So I tell people this all the time, even when people stop me in the streets to ask me this, well, why you don't like her? And I'm like, okay, let me make this very clear. I don't have a problem with Gizelle. I don't. I don't even know her as a person. When I see her, it's very much hi or bye. It's on a professional level. But here's the thing. It's just like if you have a friend. You love your friend. Some things you just don't like about your friend. That's the same thing with me and Gizelle. I don't know her as a person not to like her. I'm not beefing with her or anything. It's just, I just don't like some things that she do. I feel like she's too old to be doing and saying the things that she say. She's a first lady. She has a reputation to uphold as the first lady, but she just doesn't act like a first lady to me. So, and alongside that, her and Karen are friends. So I wouldn't go on TV and talk about my friend the way that she does. I don't care if it's reality TV. I don't care if you pay me. I'm not throwing my friend under the bus the way that Gizelle does Karen. I just don't like that. And for years, Karen was just like, you know, she's my friend. I'm not going to go back, because 5 seasons, Karen was saying nothing at all, because she truly believed that she did not want to tear her, Gizelle and her friendship up over TV. But Gizelle just kept digging and digging and digging. This season, she was like, you know, I don't know what to bring this season. And I was like, bring your true self. Like, you are amazing, you're funny, you're relatable, like you down to earth. Let's put away that whole facade thing, because you're always going to have your grace, your class. You're always going to have your poise. You're going to have that, granted, because that's just who you are. But people nowadays just want to see what's under all of that stuff. And I just need you to show that. And sometimes you might gonna have to get down and dirty with these people, because they're not holding no punches. So you just sometimes you just have to fight fire with fire, and she was just like, okay, and that's what y'all got. Season 5, she wasn't holding on. She had her foot on their necks. I'm just saying.
You know, when I spoke with her, she said literally the exact same thing that you just said about how she felt like she was, not I want to say holding back, but just, you know, wasn't giving everything, all of herself. And she said, you know, this season she just came in and she was just her. And what I noticed was actually it almost seemed like she was a calmer Karen, but also she could deliver shade with ease, like just like real classy with it. And I really, really think that that resonated with people because that is what Housewives is all about. So I want to say congrats to you guys on that and her maintaining her integrity, but also being willing to be entertaining as well. In the Robyn situation, because she had a lot to say about the salon and everything and the event altogether. What were your thoughts on that? And what really made me want to like hit you up about this also too was I saw you had posted on social media about it. What are your thoughts about her and what she had to say?
I don't have a problem with Robyn. Like on my video that I post a couple days ago, I was just like, I would expect that shade from Gizelle. Because it's like, I shot a fire, she'll shoot a fire. I mean, I'll shoot a shot, she shot a shot. So it's like, I would expect it from her. But like I said on my video, it just caught me off guard because I'm so nice to Robyn. When I see her, when they do reunions, when they're doing an all-cast shoot, I don't go out of my way, but if I see that she looks nice, I will say, Robyn, you look so cute. And when I saw it, I was just like, is that what just happened? Like, honestly, soon as that scene happened, my phone blew up. No, she didn't. My grandmother even called me and was like, no, she didn't. Who is she? And I'm like, I just couldn't believe it. And on the flip side of that coin, a lot of people were saying, you know, you shouldn't have did the video. You shouldn't have said nothing about it. Like I said, their platform is television. My platform is social media. So this is my realm to express my side of that remark and that comment. Then she went on other shows and called it a shoebox, and then went on another show and said that my salon was in an alley. So it's just like,
I saw that.
What? Like, I did not understand that. I just could not understand it. It didn't hurt my feelings, but like I said to my followers, you have to defend what you believe in. Right, wrong, or indifferent. You have to stand up strong for your followers, for your family, and for your own self and your business. Like, that's not tolerated. Because I did nothing to her. I don't shade her or anything, and it just caught me off guard.
And I think what bothered me, and I said this in my review of the episode, was that, you know, this is your business. You know, this is your livelihood. This is how you make your income, and this is your craft. So, you know, as someone who is starting their own business enterprise, you know, out of her own home, I would assume that she would be able to recognize that, you know,
that shade was so smooth. It was so smooth. I gotta note that. I gotta write that down.
You know, she would be able to recognize and celebrate another business owner, particularly because you guys are on the same, you know, you're essentially in the same show. You know what I'm saying? You guys are gonna interact with each other. So that just, it actually hurt me because I was like, that's not cool.
And it was unnecessary. So unnecessary.
Yeah.
I was just like, I just couldn't believe it. Like,
it really bothered me. But I also want to talk to you because, you know, there's a little bit of negative that came along with it, but a whole lot of positive. Because Wendy Williams also shouted you out on her show.
Listen, I was like, oh my God. My mama called me like, boy, you on Wendy Williams. I said, really? She was like, I'll get it for you later, child. Let me finish watching it. My son on here. Ooh, yes. I said, get off my phone, Mom. So that was really good. And when we filmed that, Karen didn't know at all. She was just like, you said Wendy Williams? I was like, yeah, you know they're gonna pull it. Soon as it airs, that they are definitely gonna pull that part and say, ooh, Wendy, he was on Potomac. And what we predicted to happen really happened. So I was like, so it was good, you know. Keep them talking.
Real quick.
But thank you to Wendy. I love Wendy. I love Wendy. Like, I went to her show and was like, listen, I'm her hairstylist. And they was like, no, you're not. And I was like, I am her hairstylist. It was like, sir, we need you to get in your seat. I was like, okay, all right, damn.
Real quick, I want to ask you, and I don't know if you can talk about it, so just tell me if you can. Her reunion look, what was the inspiration behind the look for that? Because we kind of talked about it now that we've seen the images.
She sat right next to Andy, looking good with her ponytail. I kept everything simple because, you know, her dress was beaded and it was yellow. It's going to be a good reunion. Let me say that. It's going to be a good one. Yeah.
I want to talk to you about, like, what's next. You mentioned the wig line coming out, you know, when can we get looking at a date or anything like that? Like, what are we thinking?
So the wig line is next. Right now, like I told you, when we had our interview before, you know, because we're not new to this, you know what I'm saying? The first time we talked, I said that I was going to do a men's line. This is actually one of, like, the little pieces that I got shipped in to kind of test, but it's a little hot and I'm dying. So after the wig line...
I'm gonna need me one of them.
Okay. You know I sent you one. After the wig line, I'm going to venture into fashion. I'm actually, during quarantine, I reached out to one of my glam people and they directed me into a designer that helps people sew and stuff. So now I'm taking sewing classes so I can make all of Karen's stuff. Because all the stuff that I have in my head, I'm on the internet looking like, no, that's not it, no. So now I'm going to start making her stuff. Like, I have to, because the whole vision that I see her in, I have to just sew it myself because no one sees my visions. So I'm like, let me just take the next step and start learning how to sew, child.
That would be...
So that's the next thing. Clothes is next. After clothes, and I've sought out a mentor. He owns his own hair school. So I want to start teaching. I've done my due. I did my deeds. It's time to teach hairstylists how to do hair. Hair school teaches you how to pass state board. My school is going to offer how to do more so black hair and teach you how to do hair. We're going to teach you how to pass state board, and we're also going to teach you how to do hair. Because they don't teach you that in hair school. They really don't. And when you get out of hair school, you have to take all these advanced classes and invest all this money, and you already $25,000 in the hole going to school. So you're going to get your $25,000 worth, coming to my school. So like I said, the wig line, the hair, and then school. And I'm really excited about it. I'm going to cry. And as you see, I do what I say I'm going to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Steven, thank you so much for taking out some time to chat with us today. This is almost a year later, a little over a year later from our first conversation. So much has happened in this year's time.
And I'm live from the hair studio, aka the shoebox.
You did what you said you was gonna do.
Okay, because I did what I said I was gonna do, child.
I am excited to see what you and Karen come up with for next season, because the confessional looks, the reunion looks, all the looks that you guys have been putting together have been on point, and memorable. And that is one thing that you like, whether you loved her look or not, every single look you remember.
And that's what I told her. They make moments. So,
that's what we need.
These confessional looks are going to, like, y'all are going to be like, okay. You just wait. Y'all wait.
Cannot wait to see that in season 6. Stephen, thank you so much. You guys can
thank you for having me.
The Hair Doc on Instagram. Any place else they can find you? Tell me that. Twitter, The Hair Doc Steven. Facebook, Steven The Hair Doc Thomas. Instagram, The Hair Doc. Everything is Hair Doc. So you can go to Google and type The Hair Doc in, and all my stuff come out, chat. Just out there, just everything. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this video. Of course, you know we'll be back with more interviews and more news. This is your boy Richie Sky with The Hair Doc, Stephen Thomas. We are out.